Welcome back to Crash and Eddie. Unbelievable. I'm Eddie. Crash is going to be here soon. Actually, I honestly believe it this time. I think he's going to be on the next show. Don't hold me to that, but it's very, very possible. We shall see. He's been spotted, and I got pics going back a couple months ago when he was supposedly devastated with the C19er, yet he's out and about with some lady friends at a bar in an anonymous costume. Huh. And I'm pretty sure it's him. So we got some bones to pick with him, but man, you can't live with him. You can't live without him. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it all goes. We're going to bring him in, and maybe you guys can decide. Do we want him involved? Or, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can do it without him, but I don't know. I think we roll with it for now anyways. So, hey, we got some big news in that the Dow reached 30,000 today. You knew it was coming. Didn't know that it would be before the end of the year. A lot of this stuff is, a lot of the big hurdles we're getting to are earlier than I thought. I thought this might be actually into the next year, but they're going to juice this market, aren't they? It keeps getting juiced, so, as long as they're willing to prop it up, sky's the limit. It's funny money, isn't it? It's funny money. You just keep printing it, and it's an unlimited supply. They've already come out and said there is no limit to what they can print, so we can look forward to more of that, because what I've seen over the last few years, and really since 2008, they can reduce rates and they can print money. Those are the Fed's tools. And, buy things, which is a form of printing money. And they've reduced rates down to zero pretty much. So can't go too much lower. And do we want to go negative? I have a feeling that the whole crypto market, the whole crypto asset class is created to solve this problem and get us back on the right track. It's interesting when a new asset class is born, and we're going to watch it go from nothing. I mean, there's no other asset class that's valued around $500 billion. And we watched it when it was 1/10 of a trillion, 100 billion or less. And it essentially started at zero with a few Bitcoins. Unbelievable to watch this. Chance of a lifetime. And so we're going to have some fun with this while we can. As it matures, it's going to become like any other asset class, and the fun will be gone. Won't be as exciting. But, for now, it's pretty neat to be involved. And whoever's listening to this, whoever catches this, thinking about it, it's still early. I mean, most people you talk to, they haven't heard of crypto. They don't know. They don't know what's going on. What? Bitcoin. Yeah, I think I've heard of that. That's pretty much it. Now you got institutions coming in, so that's it, man. I mean, it's a done deal. We're not looking anymore at, is this a real asset class? Is this going to survive? Once institutional money comes in, it's going to survive. They're not going to outlaw Bitcoin. There's too much money in it. There's too many wealthy friends that own it. Fun fact for you about Bitcoin. 2% of ownership own 95% of the Bitcoin that's out there. Let that sink in for a minute. Bitcoin's already done. It's already, if you have it, great. Don't know where the top is. Don't know what it's going to do, but bottom line, it's all owned by the super elites, corporations, institutions, hedge funds. What's that one fund? Is it Galaxy or one of the funds out there? I forget which one. We'll get back to it. But basically, they already own 10% of it. 10%, 1 out of every 10 Bitcoin is owned by this one fund. So, yeah, it's going to continue to go up. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. There's going to be corrections. There's going to be, parabolic moves. But it's a new asset class. And just like the stocks over time, it's going to generally go up. Because generally, the dollar is going down. So it's going to take more dollars to buy those, and you have people that are just flooding into the market and they want this asset. And crypto in general, now it's going to bleed, and it already is. It's bleeding into other other cryptos. We got, so today taking some pull back a little bit. We got Bitcoin's at 18.8. Ethereum's at 587, XRP's at around 65, but they've had huge moves. Stellar's just exploding now, following the mothership of XRP. That's, everyone predicted that. That's what's happening. They're all pretty much awake and moving along. So the bull run has started, and one that has not budged much is Energy Web Token. That's an interesting one. We'll talk about some of these individual cryptos as we go along. We're going to get Crash in for that. He's an expert in some of these, or he's pretty knowledgeable in some of these. I don't know if he'd want me to call him an expert, but if he's not now, he's going to be when we're done. Just like hopefully you guys get a lot of knowledge out of this. So yeah, unbelievable 30,000 plus for the Dow. We had our fearless leader come out and give a little chat about it, chat it up for like 60 seconds, taking credit under his administration for it. And, of course it's going to happen. They're juicing it. So we'll see how far it goes. But for now, that's where we're at. A lot of people are saying we're going to have this huge correction. Oh, it's going to go down to 16,000, and maybe we will. Maybe big correction's coming. And then people have said, oh, we haven't had one, and we did have a pretty significant one in March. You don't get those a lot. I mean, that volatility back in March was unbelievable. And I think the market, you got to remember, it's very forward looking. So it's looking at, it's looking at getting out of this mess, getting out of the C19er and moving forward with life, and them printing a lot of money. If the new administration comes in, JB, he's all about printing. Doesn't matter which one's in there, the printing's going to go. The printing's going to continue. And he named Janet Yellen the new treasurer, so that is going to be a treat. That's going to be a blast from the past. Some new blood. New yet old. They're all connected people. I wonder if she's going to have to print money. Anywho, so yeah, we got crypto pulling back a little bit today, which is good, healthy. That's what you want to see. Bitcoin did get well into the 19s though in the last 24 hours. Pretty deep into it, and are we gonna hit 20 before the end of the year? Seems like it. Maybe not, but kind of seems like we might. It's getting pretty close. So who knows what it'll be? It'll be interesting to see how high it gets by year end. I mean, it's an unbelievable market for crypto. I mean, it's kind of the perfect storm for what these things are. So people are gonna have to learn one way or another. But anyways, yeah, some news. Coinbase broke last night. Pretty much due. I mean, a lot of people say it was due to just the high volume of XRP trading. So it's unbelievable. As soon as their records, with and it could have been Bitcoin too. I mean, as soon as records are hit, they broke. They're down. And, in their defense, it's tough because, like, Coin Market Cap, I've even been on Coin Paprika, they struggle with volume. Coin Market Cap, I mean, that's owned by Binance now. That they have their tech dialed in. But people go there. You go there for a little bit. You check some prices and you leave. People hit it a lot, but it's boom, you're off. Boom, you're off. So whereas Coin Market Cap, you're moving around, you're sitting there, you're dealing with stuff for minutes. So their traffic, it's a totally different type of traffic, and I don't know, they're not ready for the volume. I mean, I know back in the day, my background, I was in discount brokerage, and it happened. You went down from volume when stuff got heated up and stuff. It's a struggle, and you gotta realize these companies essentially are tech companies. They're financial, but they're really tech companies, and it's tricky stuff handling the volume and never having issues. It's pretty much doesn't happen, especially if people are spending time on your site. So that will happen, but people get frustrated. It's been suspicious too. I mean, some people have thought they've used it to slow down the growth or control prices and stuff like that. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I know as this space advances and matures, they're not going to be doing that. You're just going to have more. You're going to have people that going to just regular brokerage firms for these things as everything becomes digitized. I mean, it's only a matter of time before Fidelity, Schwab, TD Ameritrade. It's just, you're buying crypto, same thing as a stock. But it's going to be reversed. I mean, they're going to turn stocks into crypto, not crypto into stock. But to the everyday person, they're going to look at it as, oh yeah, that's like a stock now. And they're so different. I mean, what people don't get is it's not a stock. A stock is useless. It's basically you have a piece of this company. You have equity, you have debt if it's a bond. But with crypto, you actually are securing a network. And these tokens are useful. They're used for something. Even if it's Bitcoin, it's a store of value. That's the use case. If it's which you could consider that. That's a little bit different, but all the other ones, I mean, you look at Ripple, it's moving money. You have things like Chainlink, where it's all about data. It's about these oracles that supply data. Ethereum is about smart contracts and DeFi and stuff like that. They all have their different use cases, the good ones. The ones that don't have a use case, they're garbage. And most of them are. So keep that in mind as you're getting into this space, if you do get into it. And this is not financial advice. We never give financial advice. This is for educational and information and entertainment only. So keep that in mind with this channel. We have a lot of knowledge and we're going to gain more, and we'll share it with you and stuff, but one thing we don't do is give financial advice. So But yeah, they all have their different use cases, and we'll get into some of those, and that'll be kind of interesting to learn, and you can kind of we'll talk about stuff, and hopefully you can separate the wheat from the chaff. So yeah, the other thing is Ethereum is rolling out supposedly December 1st. And let's see, I don't know where that is, but anyways, it's coming out December 1st. You have to lock up like, I don't know, it's like 500,000 Ethereum tokens to launch the 2.0. And it's interesting, like all of a sudden at the end it looked like they weren't going to make it. They weren't even close. And then all these players came together and said, you know what, we're launching this thing. And that's what this feels like. We're moving to the new financial system. Like it or not, you can avoid crypto all you want. Don't learn about it. Don't think about it. Doesn't matter, because you're getting sucked in either way. You can either embrace it and deal with it and have all the advantages of an early adopter, and this is going to be big. There are going to be huge advantages to knowing what you're doing in crypto. And if you're listening to this, you're at a huge advantage. You're already there, so or you can just get sucked in and you'll be using it and not even knowing it. Doesn't matter. A lot of you have already used XRP. You don't even know it. So, and if you haven't, then you will soon. They announced Bank of America is one of their premium partners. That's always been out there, but now it's like on their website, so everyone's making a big deal of it. And they're pretty secretive. I mean, they release a lot of stuff, but they're secretive about a lot of stuff, and there's a reason for that. It's because it's huge. What they're doing is massive. I mean, they're changing. They're going to be kind of the Amazon of money. It does kind of seem like that. So we'll see. I mean, it's still early, but the use cases are coming out. And this. They have a lot of stuff going on, so that's one we'll talk about quite a bit. Kind of an XRP centric channel, but we'll see. I mean, a lot of people say it's garbage. A lot of people. That's what's kind of fun about it. So many people, especially in this last bear market. I mean, it's the crappiest of crap. I can't believe you. I mean, it's just garbage. Bitcoin maxis. It's all about Bitcoin. But the truth will come out one way or another. So, interesting. SBI came out and announced that. Where is that one? Let me see if I can find that article here. SBI came out and announced that they are going to pay a whopping, you're not going to believe this, you can now lend them your Bitcoin, and I don't know, I can't find it, but basically you can lend them your Bitcoin and you're going to get, wow, Yearn Finance absorbs Pickle to boost DeFi rewards. That's an interesting one. Whatever, where is it? Shoot. I guess not. You know what? They have a Bitcoin news. Telegraph is good. They have a lot of info on it. So we'll get some stuff from them and bring it to your attention. But SBI is a big Japanese bank. They're pretty connected with Ripple. But they came out, oh yeah, here it is. They debut Bitcoin lending service, and for giving them your Bitcoin to lend, they give you a whopping 1% with taxes included. I mean, now what does that feel like to you? Does that feel like a bank? That really does feel like just a bank. I mean, you have a lot of ways in crypto now where you can make anywhere from, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15%. I mean, some are crazy. I mean, you're taking risk and stuff if you do that, but there's ones that they spin off. There's certain cryptos we'll bring to your attention. They spin off, a significant amount of interest, quote unquote. I mean, you're paid in crypto and there's risk with that, but it's a lot more than 1%. I mean, what is 1%? And you're giving them your crypto. You're giving them your Bitcoin. I mean, there's no guarantee. That's a bank. I mean, it's and that's what it's gonna be. Banks, yeah, we'll hold your crypto. Yeah, we'll even give you a little interest. You know what they're making on that? A lot more than 1%. So, I mean, people are going to get sucked in the old world of banking with crypto. So a lot of people are going to do it. And I get it. I mean, it's a pain if you hold it. But, that's what this is about. It's a new world. Banks are essentially, and this is why Brian Brooks came out, the comptroller of currency came out and said, basically the government came out and said, okay, banks, guess what? And this happened quick, a few months ago. Hey, you guys can hold crypto. That's right, because if they don't, they're obsolete. So that's that. Of course they can. Anyways, we'll get into some of this stuff. I think that's going to do it for today. We're going to keep it kind of short. We're going to keep these short and sweet unless we get into some stuff. I mean, if we are blessed with the presence of Crash, we might get into some heated stuff and have some fun, He's got some interesting views on things, and he's smart, and he's learning along with all of us. So we're gonna learn some things, and hopefully you guys can teach us some stuff too, and we'll see where this all goes. But anyways, enjoy the Dow 30,000. It's good stuff. Let's keep it going. I mean, there's going to be corrections along the way, and there might be a massive one coming. You never know. But, I don't know. We'll get into that. But for now, we're at 30,000 and climbing, and Bitcoin's at 18.8ish and climbing, and we'll see where all this stuff goes. It's gonna be a fun ride. So enjoy the volatility. Don't panic. Be nice to people. Be kind. Be giving. And have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. And have a good life. Talk to you soon.